Hi guys, it's me Karen and welcome back to my channel. I've got a big mess on my desk already. I'm getting ready to do a picture for you. I'm going to be using the South Sun pencils, and if you notice the name on these is, I'll just pull one out so you can see it. Is the name that's printed on the pencils, but I'll leave a link down below from the Amazon where I bought these. That's $160 in this set, and I used them in one of my last little pictures, so I thought since they're on my desk I'm going to use them again. Took me forever to find my color chart though. Always a fun thing. I have the big book of color charts, I just haven't put it in there yet, so I had to go through this section. It's an older one I kept all my sheets in. I just got tired of printing out and cutting out and doing stuff, and since the big chart book is all filled out for me, I don't have to worry about it. So I went through the color charts and I picked out these colors: number 87, 11, 153, 88, 110, and this is 135. You can barely tell what that number is, but that's the color. I am doing a picture in the Rita Berman on the Land. Die Welt, unter, Lupe, Lande, something in that line. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but it's the animals or the life on land. I went ahead and painted the background of this picture here in black. It's a black matte paint. It's just a folk art black matte paint, acrylic. I used it in the last page I did also. I just was a little confused about how come the snail was floating in the air, and I figured if I painted the background black, I could have him floating on a cloud and put little stars around him or something, and have him, you know, being kind of a magic snail, moving his little house across to wherever he wants to live next. So that's what I did. I painted the background just with the, you know, regular paintbrush, matte metallic. I don't have it out. Hold on a sec. This is the one I used. It's just a focal art. Boy, I wish I could talk this morning. Acrylic matte paint. I just picked it up at Joann's. You can buy matte paint like this, acrylic paint, in most stores. I think they even sell it at my grocery store. But you want to make sure it's matte because we're going to be using pencil on top of it, and if I want to go out into the black abyss down here, I could color on it with the pencils, hopefully. So anyway, that's it. We will be splattering some white acrylic in there also. So these colors are going on the snail himself, and I think I needed a pink too, and I didn't get out a pink. Let's see. We have all these nice soft pinks, and I want a soft pink, and I like 147. There are no names on these pencils. I'm going to tell you that. That kind of bothers me, but it's, if you put them in the same order you do the colors charting in, then you're in pretty good luck. I may put them in numerical order when I put them in the big book. If you're wondering, I didn't even show you that. This is the one I'm talking about, the big book of color charts. And if I put it in here, I have to put it in the back, and I'll probably put it in numerical order just because it might be easier for me in the long run if I'm going down trying to find a color. Okay, so I got my pink. I gotta put it on the thingy. And the pink's number is 147. And it's a nice soft pink and goes with the kind of grouping there. Okay, so we are going to start with a little snail guy. I hope I have the camera so you can see it good enough. You guys will have to let me know. I do not have a light on, so I can do that. Sometimes the lights will wash out the colors that I put down, or it seems to be too bright or too yellow or too white or too whatever. Still getting used to this camera and the setup. The camera actually shows things up brighter than they are, so I have to keep adjusting my lights. Okay, Snail here. We are going to put down the darkest color here we have is the 97 or 87, sorry. Try to read the number right. There, you can read it. And we're going to use that for the darkest areas of the shell here. Now about these pencils, I think to double check that, and won't take too long. Trying to remember if these are oil-based. Let me just look that up. I'm going to type that in. Yes, oil-based pencils. So I don't know if they will go on here, but we will figure it out. And if they don't, I just want them kind of on a soft cloud. I can bring in a Prismacolor for that. So we're just going to go around this area and make this the darkest. Okay, then we're going to bring it out a little bit, so just using it very lightly. Pull it out into the shell. So how are you all doing? I hope you're all doing well. Trying to keep away from TV and the internet, basically. Been on Facebook in a couple of days. There we go. That always makes good for drawing and coloring and doing all other projects, though. Okay, and we've got that going around there. We're going to bring in, I just leave this over here and then I can point. Might be a little easier. The number 11 coming in here. And we're going to go up these little stripes that are here with this color. And kind of up this big one. And we'll put some in here too. Okay, then we will go down to 110. If I can find it. There we go. 110. And we're just going to lay it down on that and come out a little further. Sorry about bumping the camera. And there we go. Then we're going to bring in, let's see, I'm going to bring in 88, which is this one. And it's going to be kind of a yellower color. I'm going to go on the top up here. Okay, now we're going to go, these two colors are going to go on his body. These are the ones up here that were going on the shell. We're going to go back in with number 87, and I'm going to sharpen this a little bit. A little bit more than that. Want to point on it. And we're going to get it really dark down in this area. So we're going to put a little more pressure on it and then bring it up. Just blending it up into the other colors and deepening it down in the curvature. And go all the way around the shell. And then on the other side here, we're going to darken up a little bit of this. Okay, then we'll go in with the number 11. Why I keep thinking 11 is that one. And do the same thing. We're just going to bring it out. And then darken some of this back here too with this color, especially underneath the houses. Darken in here, might be a shadow under there. So I'm going to turn the book a little bit, and we'll just darken underneath this leaf. Darken around here. Then we'll bring in number 153. Okay, 153 is in a metallic color, but you can tell by this there's not much shine to it. I mean, there is if you hold it in a certain direction, but it's just very lightly, and I wanted that color in here. So I'm just going to lay it down. It's a pretty color. And it'll help darken up this area without messing around with the yellowish parts too much. We'll get it in here. Then very lightly cover up the rest of that. Dark and then a light touch bringing it out. Put some on this side. Okay, we'll go back in with 88, which is our yellowish color. Go over all the colors. Putting a bit more pressure on it this time. Blending all those colors together. There we go. trying to get a little bit. Hold on a second. Okay, sorry. I had a phone call come in. It's really interesting. Usually on my old phone, this is what I film on, by the way, is my iPhone. And my old phone would just blink out the videoing, and I'd have to unplug everything and answer the phone. But because my watch is hooked up to this one, it actually didn't do anything to the phone, just went on my watch. Kind of neat. Okay, so I'm going to turn off this light up here so you can see what I'm seeing. Let's see, it's a darker color. It is not as washed out as that light makes it. We are going to deepen it up a little bit with 110 and put a little of that in there. Just coming up here. This side here looked a little too yellow to my taste. And I'm going to bring this stripe all the way up, just like this one is. And maybe bring up another one here, another one in this area. And I'm just pushing the pencil down a little harder here. Okay. Give it a little more something to look at in this area. Then we'll add in a little bit of the brown in here, which is 11. Kind of bring some of that up there too. We're going to bring it across all the way with some striping here, just some lines coming up and across. Okay, I'm going to go in with the dark color, 87, and do the same thing. We're going to bring some of that up. Turning the pencil so I'll have a sharper point there, so it'll show up a little better. Bring some over from this side. Darken that up a little. There we go. And I think on this area here, I'm going to darken it. I should probably turn the light back on. Under here. Then we're going to pull some of those lines down from up there. Okay, I think I like that number 11 here a little better here. Okay. Then we're just going to darken that up a little, very softly, bringing that color in. Then we'll go back over it with the yellow. Yellower color, golder color. The 88. Okay, I'm liking that. Now, what we want to do is give it a little extra highlight over here. So I'm going to use my eraser, and I'm going to well, get the eraser out so you can actually see it. I'm going to erase a little bit of that color here, right along here. And give it a little highlight there. Like that. And then we'll go in with a blending stick, which is the Caran d'Ache blender. It's a blending stick. The whole thing is like a wax base. And we're just going to go right along where I just erased and blend that color into it a little bit. Okay. Just like that. And then we'll have our highlight. And I think that looks kind of cool. If you want to make it a little, well, stand out-er, make it stand out a little better, go just on the other side of that highlight with a little bit darker color. And it'll stand out. Blend just the tips or the edges. Cool. Okay, shell done. Now we gotta move on to our little dude. Okay, we've got, oh, I was gonna put some sparkles on him too, but I think I'll do that a little later. We have two colors for his skin, and that's the 135 and the 147. So the two lighter colors, I'll go ahead and put the light on, but you're going to see all this shiny stuff that you don't need to see. It's just a pencil shine. Can't figure out what to do with those lights yet. So we're going to put in the 135, which is this really nice creamy color, on most of him, and then go in with the pink and a little bit of the brown. And shade him in. But I want this color all over, so we're putting a base color down. Go up his antenna here, and see, one was a little thinner, so if I make that line a little thicker, it'll go over the black. He's just the cutest little thing. Okay, down body. And the body goes all the way down here somewhere to probably about there where we're into the grass and the foliage. Okay. One, we're going to put a little pink in the cheeks because he needs little pink cheeks. And then we're going to put some of the pink down in here in kind of the ruffled areas. So we have a kind of a highlight here, and then he'd be leaning here. We want a little pink over here, kind of in the up. Then it would go down, and we want it in the up. Just because I think that looks good. Get all the way up here. Just very lightly over that color. And that's cute. Okay, we're going to bring in number 153. And we're going to put this on this side here. Going up. The antenna. A little over here. Going up this side. And we're just going to blend it down. We're going to go underneath the shell here. Remember, this is the metallic color. We're bringing the shadow here. And then lightly bring it out. And we're going to use a little bit of 110. I'm going to bring it just here, up a little bit on that side, and down over here. Put a little down in this area. And a little there. Okay, we're going to bring in a new color, number 22. So I think that'll go nicely over here. And blend these pink and the other color together nicely. Okay, and our little face here. Adorable. Okay, we're going to get out the eraser again. Make sure it's clean from the last time. And we're just going to put a little shine coming down on that side. And then our little feet here, we're going to ruffle up one here, kind of like a triangle. Bring one up there, bring one up there, one there, and one about here. So it kind of looks like we're walking, like a ruffle. And then I'll show you how we're going to finish that. Okay, I'm just going to make sure you can see those. So I'm just going to go over them a little bit more. And there we go. Then we're going to take our blending stick again. Do the same kind of thing. Blend our little bit there. And that kind of gives the illusion of a little tiny ruffle going across there. And if you think it needs to be blended a little bit better, just blend it a little bit better. You could also bring a little white in here. And just bring that ruffle up a little bit higher. And put one down here too. And if you want, you can darken. What color did I do those in? Do a little 88 in there. Where's 88? I think I like number or names on my pencils. We'll darken this side of that little ruffle going up, just so you can see it a little bit better. Okay, then skip 135. We'll go in with the 22. And then the pink. You can leave that stuff out, but I like the way it looks kind of roughly there. Okay, got stuff all over the place. So I'm going to turn the lights off and let you get a look at it a little bit better there. There you go. I think I'm going to cull it right now. I'm going to try to get those just a little bit right through there. Hopefully I won't play with it too much. Yeah, just cutie pie. Darken that area there too. This is number 110, by the way. Getting cute. But I'm going to call it now, and when we come back in part 2, we'll do a little more work around, and he will not look so lonely in the middle of the page. Hope you guys are enjoying, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, everyone. Bye now.